All right, shalom, shalom. As always, I want to start this lesson off by giving all glory, honor, and thanks to the Heavenly Father and His only begotten Son for this wisdom and knowledge. That's Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakah Kodash, as well as the double honors to the apostles and elders of GMS, Great Millstone, whom I learned this truth from, and a shalom to the rest of the elders in Akim around the globe, bringing this word out within sincerity, truth, and diligence. I'm your brother, Ilah Yahweh, of Servants of Yahweh Yahweh Shai Camp, Las Vegas. And I'm currently in Dallas, Texas right now. I just did a drive from the Sacramento, Modesto area out through Reno to up to Salt Lake City, and then down onto Dallas, and as well as through Albuquerque. And one thing I notice is, I'm what you see on the screen is this supermarket known down here in Texas called Fiesta. So I'm just doing, going through the day, getting whatever I got to get for the truck and going on my way. And I'm in the line getting waiting to get my items scanned, and I'm looking around and I realize, where the hell is Esau? I ain't seen not one so-called white person, never mind in the grocery store. I ain't seen not one so-called white person all day. So it got me thinking of the word minority, because Esau, he likes to label us so-called blacks, so-called Hispanics, so-called Native Americans as minority. And let's get that definition. But we're not this one. We're the furthest things from it. In one way, is in terms of number wise or population. This is let's get this definition. Minority: the smaller number or part, especially a number that is less than half the whole number. And then there's another one that actually makes sense in this definition right here, as that's true. Minority: a culturally, ethnically, or racially distinct group that coexists with but is subordinate to a more dominant group. And that's true, because right now Esau, Edom, so-called white people, they have all the power right now. But him being outnumbered is another one of the many signs, especially here in 2024, that his kingdom's coming to a rapid end. You go to any of these major cities, Florida, Texas, New York. I'm sure I've never been to Chicago, but I'm sure it's just the same in Chicago. Any of the major cities in California, and Esau's completely outnumbered. And who's outnumbering? So-called Mexicans, so-called blacks, and even you would think the Native Americans are of low number. But I just kicked it the other day in Albuquerque, New Mexico, and some of the smaller towns and cities in New Mexico, and Gad is the dominant number in a majority of those cities as well. So it just another sign. I'm one of the scriptures I'm about to read made me smile when I'm in the line, because we really do. It was crazy. You see nothing but so-called blacks and Mexicans, and I didn't see not one single so-called white person until I'm about to leave the store. And of course he was a supervisor, but it shows you that Esau's time at the top is coming down. And let's start with that term minority, because that's really a byword. Deuteronomy 28 verse 37. And thou shalt become an astonishment, a proverb, and a byword among all the nations whither the Lord shall lead thee. And that's true, because when I was in San Diego, California, two different examples. This one homeless Judite man, I think he was the tribe of Judah, but basically, essentially, I used the term minority, and he checked me on it. He rebuked me. He's like, really looking back, what he was trying to say is that's a byword. We're not a minority. They're using that to belittle us. And I didn't really get it at the time, but as time passed, I understood what the guy was saying. And another example, in same city, San Diego, when I first got there, my first job was door-to-door sales. And this Jake was talking. He was a Judite as well. He might have been, had some Issachar in him as well. But I know his daughter looked Judite and Issachar, being the so-called Mexicans. And he was telling me, as I'm, trying to get through, he was like, when have so-called blacks or Mexicans ever been the minority? When have we ever been the smaller in population? And it always stuck with me that we've never been a so-called minority in terms of number. And we're going to get that in Genesis, the 32nd chapter, verse 11. Starting at verse 11. Deliver me, I pray thee, from the hand of my brother, from the hand of Esau, being you so-called white people. For I fear him, lest he will come and smite me, and the mother with the children. And thou saidest, I will surely do thee good, and make thy the seed as the sand of the sea, which cannot be numbered for multitude. And that's on point, because we are in the hands of that evil, our evil twin brother Esau. Going back to this definition, minority, a culturally or ethnically, racially distinct group that coexists but is the subordinate of a more dominant group. And right now Esau, we're under, he through blood and the sword, he's got the fatness of the earth. So we're subordinate, we're in subjection under him, but we still outnumber him. We are the sand of the sea. And imagine on a global stand, Esau's nothing in terms of population. Okay, and let's close this out in Deuteronomy, because everything Esau tries to classify us is being found out more and more that this man is a liar. This is going to be Deuteronomy 33 verse 29. Happy art thou, Salakia. Happy art thou, O Israel, who is like unto thee, O people saved by the Lord, the shield of thy help, and who is the sword of thy excellency. And here we go right here. And thine enemies shall be found liars unto thee, and thou shalt tread upon their high places. And that's what's happening. Early 2024, a lot of these lies in these, these strong, I forget the term, but the strongholds that Esau has cast out, he's got an entire nation and kingdom built off lies. So how is it going? What's the only way it can crumble? The truth. And the truth is coming out more and more, and he's looking stupid. He's looking foolish. And that's why he's going to sooner or later have to shut off the internet. But anyways, Esau, he wants to label us so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans as everything except the children of Israel. And Esau, he wants to be everything except Esau Edom, the devil that he is. But more and more, we're seeing his kingdom fall. So I thought it was beautiful just seeing it's a precursor of what the kingdom gonna be like. Jake, northern and southern kingdom are going to be dwelling together in prosperity, and our kids are they're gonna be like, what's Esau? They're not gonna know who he is, because after that 1,000 years of hardcore bondage, him and the rest of these heathen nations, his ass gonna get smote to nothing. He's gonna be nothing, and the world will be at peace for once. All right, I hope this was edifying. Shalom.